Good evening and welcome to the preview for Sha Tin on the all-weather track. Bit of a disappointment. Small jackpot in the 6-up and the TT, but we're ruled out with unraced in race 4. Might be a blessing. Don't know yet. It looks very, very difficult. So with a bit of luck, it'll jackpot until the following week and we can have a lash at it then. Excuse me. The whole meeting's on the all-weather track. Yeah, it's a poor meeting really. Overall, it's a little bit disappointing. There's a couple of favourites that look like they'll probably win. They're ideal dirt track horses. So we start in race 1. Perfect Joy, terrific record on the dirt. First up, track work's been good. Barrier 10's no help, but it should get across. There's a bit of speed in this race. Gold Tartini, it's trialled well on this surface and run a couple of decent races from bad draws last season on this surface, so it's got a good chance fresh up. And the Only Kid's an interesting one. Now it's dropped down to this level. It's got 60 kilos, but this is about as weak a lot as it's ever seen in its life. If it runs about 80%, it'll beat them. Of the rest, City Delight likes this surface. The 1650 is the issue with it. If it was 1200, I'd declare it. 1650, don't know. I don't think it'll get the trip. He's had a couple of goes at it and never been able to run it out, even on the dirt. So, bit of a risk. It'll be a bit of a price. Cavalli trialled well on this surface and it's drawn nicely in 2. Might improve. Its last run wasn't as bad as it looks. And Lotus Love, it's probably got some silly chance to run in the money. In the end, 3 on top from 12, 1, 2, 9, 8, and possibly 6. Race 2, Invictus looks the one here. Got good form on this surface. Drawn barrier 1 should go straight to the front. They're going to be struggling to run this down. Double Glory, it's been working well. Douglas White's been riding it most of its track work, so it's interesting he stuck with it. Goes good at this distance, so it's got a chance. Excuse me. Horse of Plenty. It's run some nice races on this surface. It's a bit of a non-winner, this horse, but at a bit of a price, it could run in the money. Helene Funstar preferred this at Happy Valley. I think we might wait for it there. At least it's drawn a marble this time, so it could get into a nice box seat position. The all-weather's a bit of an unknown. It can't really knock it on that. Of the rest, great stories. Admiral Lord, California Duke. Pretty ordinary race. 2 on top from 5 and 9. Small chances to 1, 11, 8 and 7. Race 3, Sunshine Kid handles this surface really well. Barrier 3 should again get onto the speed. That's always a big advantage, being on the speed on the all-weather track. Last couple of runs have been quite solid. Better races than this, so this is probably the right level. De Here's the Love. Last 2 runs have been quite good. It's drawn a marble. Last time it drew inside, he dragged it back to last. I don't know why, because it has shown a bit of speed at quite a few of its runs from bad draws. So didn't see anything unusual in the jump, but he just hooked it back. So maybe tomorrow he goes forward. Hurry Up races as well on this surface all the time. The problem with this horse is CYO. Barrier 7, he could have it 7 wide for the trip. Always a risk with him. Of the rest, O'Halo, Expedite was a terrific run first up. It was an absolute tragedy beating this horse. It was bolting coming to the corner and got shuffled back through the field. Then come running home late. The margin was big, but the rest of them got away from it coming around the corner. And Quantum Power might be an interesting one. Trainer change here, and its track work's been really good. So it's quite a tough race. On top, 1 from 8 to Here's the Love, 4 Hurry Up, chances to O'Halo, Expedite, Quantum Power. Race 4 ruled out with the unraced. We go to race 5. Maroon Prince, ran a terrific race first up, goes good second up, goes good on the all-weather track. It's the one to beat. Forza, racing in purple form at the moment. Not sure whether the dirt is any great advantage to it, but it's racing well enough and its track work's been really good. So got to include it. Golden Gunners, this gangster, he always goes back to last. From Barrier 10, he'll be back there again. Not a great advantage on the all-weather track, but he's got a chance. Jade Pippo, now this has come back onto the right surface. Ran some nice races last season on this. If it runs up to any of those, it'll be in the finish. And Supreme Hong Kong, it's been working reasonably well and looks primed for a nice first up run. Handles this surface okay. 2 on top, hard to beat. 1, 5, 10, 11, small chances to 6 and 8. Race 6, Happy Champion, handles this surface really well. It's drawn a nice marble. Maybe he won't get as far back as he normally does. Great Sky, this had 2 runs last season on the all-weather. Both were tip-top runs. Runs up to that, it'll win. Dane Win Tiger always goes well here on this surface. This is its go. It'll be a chance from Barrier 4. Excuse me. Sky Mascot, this is an interesting one. We've been running around on the grass for about the last 4 or 5 runs. But this is an all-weather dirt track horse. The barrier doesn't help. And Dickie Lou from a wide gate's always a risk. But at a big price, it's got some chance to run a place. Democles, Affluence, Arraign, they look the best of the rest. 10 on top from 4, 6. Chances to 3, 11 and 2. Race 7. No depth in this race at all. Bundle of Joy is going to start short. The only reason it's not 2s on is it's drawn Barrier 12. So it's always a bit of a risk out there wide. But it's the best horse in the race. Great Spirit. Nice run first up. Won't need to improve too much on this to be in the finish. Again, the wide draw, no help. Hypersonic killed him first up and sort of followed on from his nice trial. It handles this surface terrific, and it looks the only other winning chance. Of the rest, maybe Bowl Mover, Pearlstone, Green Zone can run in the money, but I think the winner comes from 7, 5 and 1 with chances to 1, 4 and 12. And in the last race, Slick Bullet is the best all-weather track horse. Goes terrific on this surface. Was a bit unlucky first up in a tougher race than this. From Barrier 1, I could see it jumping to the front and allowing something to go forward. Take up the sit, probably Bobo Dragon will go to the front and sit on it. With 54.5 kilos, it's going to give them something to think about in the straight. It'll be there in the finish. Bobo Dragon, it was a strange run first up. Looked like it was bolting at the 300, and at the 100 it was gone. It was a very poor effort for a horse of its calibre, but it can bounce back in this race. Bundle of Love, it's got a chance from Barrier 5, goes well on the surface. Celestial Sentry is the interesting one. Its breeding suggests that this is the surface it needs. American bred horse. They always seem to go well on the dirt track. Don't be surprised to see it run a race at a price. Of the rest, Rocket Let Win and Rumba King look the best. Now that we're ruled out of 6-up action and TT action, I'll decide tomorrow. We're going to have a bit of a look at them again tomorrow and see whether we can find maybe a parfait or something like that. There's no value in the treble with the short price favourites in 2 legs, so we won't be going there. The DTs are no value. The only value is if we can find a couple at a price to roll up into each other, we might get something there. For the spring attack, had a look at the fields. We were thinking about playing the quaddie. Got a 3s on chance in 1 leg, and 2 other legs look like only the top 2 or 3 in the market have got any hope, so we can't get anything out of it. It's hard to imagine they're going to beat Guelph, and if they can beat it, only the second favourite will beat it anyway. So there's no value there. We will pass and wait for Caulfield Cup Day on Saturday. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and good luck if you get involved over the next few days.